Well, now we're going to Cork and to a project called Cork Innovates. It's all about supporting startups and fostering innovation. We're going to be seeing some of the winning projects in just a moment, but I am also joined from our Cork studio by Siobhán, who is the overall director, and by one of the bursary winners from 2013, Dee O'Leary. Thank you both very much indeed for joining us this morning. Dee, can I ask you first of all, just tell our viewers, what's it all about, Cork Innovates?
Cork Innovates, really, it is, if you're a business starting out and really want a boost and to get the support and the services that, first of all, you probably couldn't afford to start with if you're starting out on a shoestring budget, and to become aware of kind of the environment, the business environment in the Cork area and the support that's there. And really it certainly has helped me catapult my business.
Siobhán, just to bring you in on that, I mean, how does it work? How do you find the startups that you're going to foster, and what do you do for them?
Well, essentially what Cork Innovates does is work with the agencies and organisations who are the key players within the Cork region in the support of entrepreneurship and our entrepreneurs and our business community. So we, as a complementary project, work with each of those agencies and organisations to, I guess, push out the message more and more around their key activities and their key focus when it comes to building our own entrepreneurial ecosystem within the region. The project is funded through the Economic Development Fund of Cork City and County Council, and it's very much about working with and building upon the very strong foundations that have been laid by our partners such as the local enterprise offices, Enterprise Ireland, UCC, CIT, Cork Chamber, and a multitude of others.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people involved in it. I mean, it's such a great but simple idea. Dee, we're going to talk to you about your own project in just a moment, but first we have some footage here. Let's listen to Maeve O'Keefe talking about her project, which is to do with cows' hooves.
Yeah. We have developed a new, innovative, award-winning product that will take the dirty, hard, physical, but more importantly, dangerous work out of hoof-trimming lame cows. So first of all, just a bit of background about myself. I'm a dairy farmer from East Cork, and I spent a year and a half working on a 1,300 cow dairy farm in New Zealand. We have about 6 to 7 lame cows on a day. We were given the knives and told go away and hoof trim the cows. Whereas in Ireland, we'd get in somebody to do this for us. So I quickly learned how to do this over in New Zealand. And when I returned back to our own farm in Cork, I wanted to be able to do our own cows as well. But I didn't like the equipment that was on the market. Nobody likes to lift up the foot. It's also very dangerous. You're working with sharp knives, and it's very easy to receive a kick with this method. So this is our solution. It's the Inspect 4 turnover crate. So it's all hydraulically operated. You no longer have to use your shoulder to push in the cow. There's a hydraulic back aid that actually aids the animal into the crate. When the animal is in the crate, you put up 2 belly bands to secure the animal in place, and the whole table turns on its side.
It's extraordinary. I never even knew there was a need for such a product, but that is one of your award-winning products. Dee, your project is really quite different. It's wristbands for children and those. Tell us about it.
Yes. Well, what it is, the business is called iDME, and they are iDME Wristbands. And initially, it started off as wristbands to deal with, really, from my own experience as a mom with young children that like to wander off. And how could I get them to, I suppose, reunited with me as quickly as possible if I'm not with them? Also, my eldest would have food allergies, and if he was to have an episode or go into anaphylactic shock, for example, the information is here. It clearly states, in case of emergency, look inside. And when you do look inside, what we have, there's a pocket that securely holds any relevant information to the wearers, basically. So medical conditions, emergency contact information, first aid, medicine, whatever is needed really for the wearer.
I mean, it's such a simple idea.
Simple. Yeah, it started off, as I said, really just about myself as a parent. But very quickly, I've been inundated with people asking if we do sports versions, for example, which we do now, for adults, but also for people maybe with memory issues or dementia, for example.
And how is the business going? I mean, clearly, if you're going to get that many inquiries, it's...
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, certainly this past 12 months, really, Cork Innovates was, for me... Oh God! You know that thing in the circus. You know the guy is sitting in the cannon and he suddenly goes kaboom, and he goes. that's what's happened to me in the past 12 months.
It's had that big an impact.
It has, no, honestly. The bursary, the value of the bursary is €30,000. And I have to say, the true value of the bursary goes way far beyond that. The amount of contacts, the goodwill, first of all, in the Cork and thankfully nationally within Ireland. It's a very small place.
Yeah, and I suppose the expertise that you get to access.
And absolutely, and the time people are willing to give you and the advice, and if they don't know an answer, they'll know somebody who does, and it's really just making yourself available to that network that's there, and that's what Cork Innovates has given me. It's been invaluable.
And you have to say, a terrific basic starting idea there, Dee. Now, we also are going to hear about Tracy Ryan. She has a beauty product called Bia Beauty, so let's have a listen there.
Hi, let me take you back 2 years ago. I just put my little son to bed. I would come down to the kitchen table, scrub it down, and I'd start making my natural skincare products. I was at college doing a degree in herbal science as a mature student. We were given an innovation module in our final year. We had to make a herb-based product, we had to write a business plan, and we had to sell it. I was delighted. I had loads of ideas on the go at home. I'm absolutely passionate about plants and nature. And I've always had this idea in my head about skincare. If you can't eat an ingredient, then you really shouldn't be putting it on your skin. Your skin absorbs about 60% of what you apply to it. So in a sense, your skin eats as well. So I took myself off to the farmers markets with my natural moisturiser. I set up my stand like one of the other food stands. I displayed my product alongside the ingredients that it was actually made from: the fruit, the nut and seeds, the herbs, the spices. And the reaction was fantastic. And so Bia Beauty Skincare was born.
Bia Beauty there. That's just a lovely idea. Siobhán, how many people have been through your project, and what kind of success have they had on the other side, if you like?
At this point, it's probably safe to say that we've seen well over 2,000, I suppose, engage with Cork Innovates since our inception in 2012. We're just within 24 hours of our third showcase, and for each of the past two showcases, we've definitely probably hosted more than 1,000 individuals through the doors of City Hall. Tomorrow, November 14th, is going to be exactly the same. The doors open at 8:30. This year, as I say, it's our third year, and throughout the day, we'll see somewhere in the region of 40 different speakers participate in various panel discussions hosted by Susan Hayes. The focus is very much about sharing and communicating as much as we possibly can to anybody who either has a business or is interested in starting a business. They may just have a gem of an idea and they're not quite sure what to do with it next.
And can people just drop in, Siobhán?
You can absolutely just drop in, walk through the doors. It's free of charge. Once you get through the doors, there's a whole host of different types of information available to you, lots of activities from the Vodafone mentoring network. We have an exhibition area. Red FM have a bus on which you can go and pitch your idea. We have our own pitching competition, which we conclude at the end of the day, and you'll see individuals such as Maeve, Tracy, and a number of others.
Okay, so that's all in City Hall in Cork,
City Hall,
8:30
Cork tomorrow, 8:30. Yeah.
Well, listen, Siobhán and Dee, thank you both very much indeed for joining us, and the very best of luck with the future success of your own business there, Dee. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.